All right, welcome back to Perspective, episode number 3. And I know the first one we had more than 19 people watch it, and in my world that's going viral, which means I do another one. Uh, I think this topic might not be kids friendly, so if you have your kids or my kids, their mother, take them out. All right. So I was watching a video and I guess it's news. Someone talking about the news about a principal whose ex-wife showed text message of their private conversation. So conversation between a husband and a wife. And in their private conversation, it appears as though this principal has some kind of fantasies that would not be conducive to society at large, like things we would consider weird, things we would consider strange, especially considering the fact that this person works with minors. So there were some concerns. Maybe some of you might have seen it. I don't want to get into the specifics of it, but needless to say, this person has views, fantasies that would not be conducive to what we as a whole in society would consider appropriate. And it also involves minors in a way. But the text message was between him and his then wife. That's what was revealed. And people are calling for him to get fired. They called the cops, and there was an investigation and all of that stuff. So here's a challenging perspective on this one, because I thought I stood out a little bit before I started commenting and like, man, this guy's this and that, and I thought, I wonder, what if someone gets a hold of the text message conversation between my wife and I, right? What if something happens and years from now, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us together forever, but like, what if someone gets a hold of a private conversation of me and my spouse? Under what circumstance is it right for me to lose my job based on something that was said in the privacy of my own home or in a private conversation with me and my spouse? So the hard perspective on this one, the challenge is I struggle to think there's anything that someone says between them and their partner in the privacy of their own home, short of I don't even know, honestly. So maybe that's why I'm putting that out there. Like, I don't want to say short of anything, like but I just don't know what is appropriate for especially when we're talking about my job, right? Because there are things that I believe, that I hold true, that maybe the rest of the people in my line of work might not believe, or they might not hold true. But I would likely have those kind of conversations with my wife. But then what if someone gets a hold of my private text message or my private conversation in my house, right, when I didn't know I was being recorded or something like that, and it's something that is not conducive to my line of work or something like that? Should I get in trouble for that? It was in the privacy of my home. It was between me and my spouse. Should someone get in trouble for that? For what is said in private between them and their wife? Things that the rest of us should never have seen in the first place. So that's the key here. That text message, the rest of us should never have seen it in the first place. So now does it matter what's in it? Because we should never have seen it. It was a conversation between a husband and a wife. So now they're no longer married, and the wife releases that to the public. Should the husband now lose his job because of what he said in those text messages when it was meant for him and his wife? All right, that's something out for you to think about. This is your show, our show, perspective. Maybe there might be a fourth episode. Who knows? All right.